Here we are at Hilltop Hops Farm, and we're going to talk to Andrew. He's going to tell some cool stuff about hops. They go into beer. Let's get into it. Like, what are we looking at here? We got a whole heap of structures. It's not a plant that just grows on its own, does it?
No. So in nature, it just grows over anything it's near. So, you know, historically, likes growing on riverbanks and up willow trees, for example. Yep. And there was that term, wolf in the willows.
Yep.
Apparently that refers to hops in nature.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, it needs to grow up a structure. So to make harvest easier, farms will build some sort of uniform trellis system. We've used like a kind of old steel scaffolding and then wires over the top. We've planted the plants in metre spacings along the row, and we've got drip irrigation to water them. And we also fertigate, so we run dissolvable solid or liquid fertiliser through the dripper lines to give them all of their nutrient requirements. In spring, we tie all the coconut fibre or coir fibre string up, normally 2 per plant. And then once the plants get to a couple of feet, we do what's called training. So we just grab a couple of binds and coil them around the string, and then they just naturally grow themselves. And so they can grow a few inches a day. Like in season, they grow really quickly. Once they sort of get big enough and are looking nice and mature, that's when we're turning the lights off and inducing flowering.
Alrighty, man, so you've got some hops here. This is a nice greeny one. You've got one here that's starting to go a little bit brown. When do we pick them? What are we looking for? What do we want?
So a rule of thumb for, if you're not actually doing chemical analysis to determine when's the ideal time to pick, which big farms do, we're going by dry matter content. So we generally know that when we turn the lights off, that about 7 weeks later they're going to be ready. But I'll pick a known weight, say 100 grams of wet cones, and I'll just keep zapping them into the microwave and re-weighing them until they stop changing weight. And that means I've vaporised all of the moisture content, and then just a simple calculation shows, okay, we've got the solid content, and we want to pick when the dry matter is around 20–25%.
Right, okay.
So about 75% moisture content. And that's the point at which the cone has reached full maturity and it's actually started drying and dying off. But if I just pick one here, so this is Cascade. It's the plant that we grow the most of. So this variety was developed, I think it was the University of Oregon way back when. But that yellow content on the inside is lupulin, and that's the stuff that the brewers need in their beer. So normally brewers add pellets, so it's dried and pelletized hops. We mostly sell these cones whole. So if you were to dab your finger and lick that, it's already really bitter. But adding that hot side is giving you the bittering background of the beer, and then adding it later, whirlpool cold side, is giving you aroma and flavour. But yeah, alpha acids and the oil content is the goodness in there that the brewers need
it's a nice bitterness.
Yeah. So that's really lovely.
I was really worried because I have dipped my hand before into a tin of bittering, like a jar of bittering liquid.
Oh no.
Oh man, that was bitter.
Not good.
No, don't want to do that.
But as the cone matures, like there's no lupulin, and then it produces lupulin, and then the lupulin starts as more of a pale yellow, and by the time it's mature and ready to go, it should be a bit more golden. And the actual little lupulin granules, if you look at them under magnification, they can change shape as well. So different growers do different things to estimate maturity for pick. We just do a general rule of thumb, 20 to 25 dry matter, it's ready to go.
Oh man, these hops are great. This visit's been awesome.
No worries,
so
Adsy. It's a pleasure, mate. Come back anytime.
I will, when I'm better.
Yeah. Good idea.
Legend. Awesome.